Okay, welcome back, everybody. Frank Calabro Jr. Going to continue on with our email marketing series. We're going to make a video today, and we're going to talk about email format basics is what we're going to do. I'm going to give you guys an overview, and I'm going to show you guys some things that are going to be quite exciting, guys. I'm going to reveal a lot of information in this video. Make sure you grab something to write with and take some notes on this, okay? This is going to be very, very important. Okay, let me pull up my, let's pull up my notes first, okay? Now, in 2014, I've personally sponsored over 1,700 people, and that averages out to about 4.65 per day. And how I did this, how did Frankie sponsor 1,700 plus people in 2014? Here's exactly what I did, guys. Number one, I generated leads daily, okay? I generated leads daily. I focused my energy on my list building, okay? Very important. Also, this is, part two to that, is I communicate with my list. Now, I communicate with my list daily, guys, okay? You guys know if you're on my list, you get an email from me every day. Most days, you get 2 emails from me, one in the morning and one at night, most days, because I'm documenting my progress in 2 different offers, okay? You guys know this. And I also, sometimes I'll also send an email in the afternoon if I have a new training video, okay? So that's pretty much the format. If you're on my list, you already know this kind of deal. But I communicate with my list, and here's what I share with my list, okay? And this is critical, guys, okay? When you're creating an email and you're broadcasting to your list, okay? Broadcasting means it's a one-time email to your list. It only goes out one time. Well, when you do that, you want to share proof, you want to share progress, you want to share results, okay? You want to show documentation, and you want to provide solutions, okay? So this is exactly what I do. And if you get my emails, if you're on my email list, this is what you're seeing from me. Proof, progress, results, documentation, and I'm providing solutions, okay? Now, let's go over and let's take a look at just one of my emails. And guys, listen, I'm going to have to make a couple of videos about this subject because, this subject is so incredibly important, okay? This is going to be the first video, we're going to talk about the format basics just in this particular video, and I want to show you how all this stuff interconnects in my marketing, and then, I'm going to be showing you guys some more advanced stuff, and we're going to dissect more emails, and I'm going to talk about some more examples in future videos, okay? Now, the first thing we want to talk about is the subject line, okay? Now, the subject line, we talked about this before, the only purpose of the subject line is to get someone to open up your email. That's the only purpose for your subject line, okay? Now, my subject line, I put simple, I put that in brackets, and then I put 73K clicking a mouse 5 minutes a day. Okay, is that a great headline? I don't know. I mean, people are opening it, so it's pretty powerful, guys. It's pretty powerful because I'm telling people, listen, 73 grand from clicking a mouse in only 5 minutes a day. So that is pretty powerful, guys. And I put in that word simple in brackets. It's kind of like an action word. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm saying, hey, this is simple. So pretty powerful headline. Is it the best headline in the world? Probably not, guys. I think of these things on the fly, and I think of these things fast, and, it's just a headline that I used. It could be a very powerful headline, okay? You guys can grab that and use it word for word. I mean, of course, put your dollar amount in there, but that's the headline that I used in this example. Now, notice this email. The first thing I did was, in this email, I don't do this in all emails, we're just going to talk about this specific example, is I put a proof screenshot. First thing. Now, this screenshot is powerful because it covers what we just talked about, guys. It covers what we just talked about in my notes, okay? Now, you can see on this screenshot, I put day 243, okay? So what I'm showing people is progress, okay? I'm showing documentation also. I'm showing results. I'm saying, listen, 243 days, $73,000 clicking a mouse, and then I'm highlighting some of the information like, the day I started, active credit packs, personal referrals, and lifetime combined earnings right there, okay? So I'm showing some documentation, I'm showing proof, I'm showing progress, I'm showing results, all there in that one picture. You know, a picture says 1,000 words, guys, right? And that picture, it's powerful and it speaks for itself. Now, listen, you don't have to have something over here that says 73 grand, okay? If you made 20 bucks, that's powerful. If you made $100, that's powerful. If you made 50 bucks, that's powerful, guys. It's powerful, okay? You need to document your progress. I'll show you guys what I use in future videos as far as how I capture this. You know, I use a screenshot. I use a Snagit. I'll show you guys how I do all that. Maybe tomorrow morning I'll make that video if I can remember. Okay, now let's get into the ad copy. We call the body of the email, okay, the email itself, we call this ad copy, okay? Ad copy, real simple. And what I did in this example is I just used a couple bullet points, okay? I looked up the U.S. median household income, which is $53,000, and I just wrote that, okay? Then I wrote down my results from my advertising pays. I wrote down the amount. You can see it's $20,000 more than the median household income, which this is based on a one full year. I did this in what did we say, 243 days? So that's pretty powerful, guys, okay? Because I'm comparing my results against the United States average household income, okay? Now, household income doesn't mean individual income. It means household. There might be 2 incomes coming into that house, or even 3. You know, it depends. You know, but I'm showing my results and I'm comparing it to the average household income. So this is kind of powerful, guys. Okay. Then I just threw down another bullet point. I will pass the median house. I will pass on the household income, meaning I don't want it. You can keep it. Is basically what I'm saying. I'll do it my way. Okay. Another bullet point, just real short. Notice my ad copy, real short. People read from left to right, and they scan read. So you want to keep your sentences very short, guys, okay? Also, I want you to notice the spacing. Spacing is incredibly important. See the space between my photograph, my image, and my first line of text, okay? Lots of white space, easy to read. I throw down a bullet point, space, bullet point. I think this is 1, 2. I think this is 3 spaces, actually. 3 spaces. It is 3 spaces. And then the actual next line, okay, 2 lines of text. And then I go down 3 more spaces, and there's my link, okay? Now, my link is my call to action. The whole purpose of this email is to get people to click on this link. That's the only purpose for this email. There's no other purpose for this email, is to share some information and get people to click on this link, because this is what I really want people to do, is click on this link. Now, I go down 6 spaces. Once again, white space, very important. And I sign off. Now, you guys can sign off and say whatever you want to say, okay? This is what I say. I say, think bigger, my friend, or I say, think big, my friend. I always say that. And the reason I do that is it's just one of my things, guys. And here's the deal. About 3 to 5% of the people that hang around me, they're straight up entrepreneurs. They're just like me. They're self-employed entrepreneurs. They're creators, people that have created businesses from an idea in their head, and they're making a full-time living from that idea. I've started businesses from scratch like 4 different times, and over the past 17 years, just an idea in my head, started a business, took that business, that service, that product, that store, whatever it was, made money off of it. And, about 3 to 5% of the people that hang around me are like that. And then about 45% of the people that hang around me, they're business-minded. I mean, these people just understand how to make money. You don't need to explain it to them. They get it, okay? They're not quite entrepreneurs, but they're business-minded. They're very savvy, very intelligent. They understand how, capitalism works. They get it, you know what I'm saying? And then I got about 50% of the people that hang around me that they're still stuck, they got one foot in the industrial age, and they're starting to question their beliefs. It's really not their fault. They've been brainwashed to think that you go to school, you get an education, you get a job, you learn a trade, and you beg someone for a job, and, they control your hours, they control your salary, they control your whole life, basically. And, those people, it's actually a good thing that they found me. because they're starting to question everything that they've been taught and everything they believe. But a lot of those people, they have limited mindset because they don't think big. They can't think bigger than their $500 a week or whatever the heck it is that they're trying to do online. They can't think beyond that. So that's why I always say think bigger, my friend, because I want people to dream. I want people to imagine. I want people to use their imagination, because every one of us is powerful beyond belief, and we can make things happen. You got to break out of that limited thinking thing, okay? Break through that thing and get out of that. That's why we say this. Think bigger, my friend. Let me just end it right there. I could talk about this for the next hour, but I didn't mean to talk about this. But listen, just sign off whatever you want to sign off with, okay? Then I go 6 spaces, my name. I want people to get used to seeing my name. So put your name here. And then I got my website. Now, the reason that I do this is not a second call to action, even though it is. Now, let me tell you about this. You bloggers out there, you people that got your own websites and stuff like that, put your website here. If you want to increase your brand recognition, okay, this is the reason why I put this on here. I want people to see this, GoogleMillionaire.com, and I want that to be embedded into people's heads. So when they think of me, they think of my website, and they think of my website, they think of me, okay? It's kind of like, it's psychology here, but that's what I'm doing, okay? That's why I put this every single time. And yes, it does go to my website. And, the first thing on my website is, my opt-in page. And because this is a call to action. What do I want people to do? I want people to put their email in here, okay? First thing they see when they go to my landing page. And then, of course, this is where I put all my training, my all that kind of stuff, my documentation. Everything is over here. We'll talk about this probably in a second. But let's go back to our email. Very important. Now, you guys see the whole thing here. We got the subject line, okay? We've got a powerful image. And I don't put an image in every email, okay? But I did in this email. I've got some ad copy, some powerful ad copy. And then let's click on my call to action. Let's just look at this real quick. What do I want people to do? Okay, I want people to go and look at my Hangout that I just did, okay, recently. And I want people to see how I did this, how I made this $73,000. And what I do is I send them to a sales page, a simple sales page, where I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to explain and I'm going to show this business, okay? Then, of course, I have a call to action below this button, and I'll show you guys how to build these sales pages, okay? I'll show you how to do this. This is going to be in your training also. We'll talk about this. I'll show you some advanced stuff. I'm going to teach you guys like things like jump pages. I'll teach you some cool stuff. But I want you guys to see the entire process start to finish. So let's just say someone gets my email. They get my email like, you know what, Frankie is doing something exciting here. The guy made 73 grand clicking a mouse. I need to get out of the situation that I'm in, and let me check out his video. So someone comes over here, they watch my video, it makes sense to them, okay? It makes sense to them. They click on the button, presto, they go to my sign-up page, they can sign up, register, et cetera, right? That's how it works. That's the whole process. Now, okay, now, here's the deal, guys. Every single time I send out an email, almost every single time I send out an email, I get a sign up. I either get a sign up into something, or I make some type of sale or some type of affiliate commission or something, guys. Almost every single time I send out an email, I get signups. This is how I'm sponsoring, 1,700 plus people. This is how I'm doing it, guys, by email marketing, okay? People think that I'm doing something else, but it's not, guys. I'm building my list, constantly building my list. I'm communicating with that list daily, and I'm providing proof, progress, results, documentation. Because people, the only thing they really want to know, they want to know that what you're doing, they want to know if it works, okay? And then I'm constantly, every single day, what I'm doing, guys, is I'm showing the progress, and I'm documenting the progress every single day. Now, here's something you guys got to think about. Not everyone's going to join when they get your first email or your 5th email or your 10th email or your 40th or 50th or your 100th email. You know what? I probably get some people to sign up right now today from this email that have been on my list all year. All year they've been on my list. And finally, it sunk in like, wow, man, this really works, man. Frank is really making some things happen. Maybe now I should get involved. And I'll tell you what, guys, those people that sat around for 200 days or 300 days on your list and didn't do anything, when those people come to life, you can't stop them. That's one thing I've noticed, guys. You can't stop those people, man. They go nuts when they come in. I mean, they just don't stop. Some of them end up being some of your best warriors. There's a bullet in the head won't stop them. They're gonna work the business. So that's another thing, guys, why I communicate with my list all the time, is because you don't know when people are going to come in. So some of you guys want people to join your business right this second. Well, guess what, guys? That's not going to happen. Some people are going to wait 14 days. Some people are going to wait 50 days, 60 days. They're going to wait 150 days before they join your offer, okay? That's the way it works, guys. That's the way it works, okay? Now, let's go over to my inbox. I want to see something. Now, I just sent this email out just a couple hours ago, and let's see here. I'm just looking. Let's go over to promotions. There's nothing in there. Let's see. Power lead system. I want to see. Okay. I did get some signups. This is what I was looking for. Okay. Check this out. Since I sent that email out, I've gotten 2 signups. Here's one at 9:22 p.m. and here's one at 9:50 p.m. And this one was earlier in the day, 5 hours ago. So I'm showing you guys the progress. This is the results of sending out an email. Now, let's go over to Maps. I'm going to show you guys some information here. I'm going to show you some, listen, I'm going to show some personal information here, so don't, let's be adults here. Let's not steal people's emails, addresses, or whatever, but I'm going to go into personal referral stats over here at Maps, because I want you guys to see the whole progress. And you can see I had a couple signups. It's time and date stamped. Like somebody signed up right there at 9:50 p.m. and then just a few minutes before that at 9:22 p.m. 2 new signups over here in Maps. And this person is from earlier. So here's what I do, guys. Here's the next step. Now, I sent out an email, a powerful email, and I got a couple signups. So let's go over to Gmail. Let's go to Compose. I'm going to hit BCC. I'm going to hit Control Victor. I'm going to paste in that email. I'm going to go over here and grab the next person that signed up. I'm going to grab their email. I'm going to copy that email. This is a critical step, guys. Control Victor. And there's one more person that got started right here. Copy. Go back over to Gmail. Control Victor. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Important. Watch this. You guys have gotten this before if I personally sponsored you. From Frankie, welcome to My Advertising Pays. Let's get started. Notice that subject line is a call to action. I'm telling people, welcome to My Advertising Pays, but then let's get started. You tell people what to do, guys. Tell them what to do. We've got to help people out, get them started, right? Now, what do? I'm going to come over here. I'm going to hit Canned Responses, Maps Welcome. I've already got this email made, guys. I just click the button. It's already there. Now, this email has got a lot of stuff for people to do because I show them how to get started in their business. Now, a welcome email can have a lot of call to actions. I only like to have one call to action in my email, like my, like one link to click on. But this is different. This is people now, they're in the business, okay? My job is to help them get started. Let's just hit send, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to hit send. Okay, and then we'll just hit sent messages so I can pull it up full screen so you guys can see it a little bit better. Okay, and listen, if you don't have a welcome email, you need to create one. You can copy mine. I don't care what you do, but you need to have one. This goes for every offer, anything that you promote online. You need to help people get started immediately when they come into your business, help that person get started, okay? Give them a checklist. Give them something to do. And here's what I do. I just, I welcome them. I'm giving them some things I'm showing them how to get set up within the first hour. I'm showing them, I'm inviting them into a Google community. What else am I doing? Power lead system. I'm telling them to get power lead system so they can get set up their marketing funnel. I'm giving them instructions for their marketing funnel right here. A couple of Facebook groups. There is a lot of stuff in this email. I should probably shorten it. I'm showing them my presentation, my latest presentation video, and, connect with me on these sites, that kind of deal, and then my contact information. So, there is a kind of a lot of stuff in here. This is really pushing it, but I had to give them all this information because I thought it was all relevant and all important. But you don't want to give people a list of things to do like 10 miles long, okay? You'll confuse people. Try and keep this as short as possible so people can just get up and running and get started. Once they get started, well, then you can give them some more advanced training. Don't overwhelm them and give them too many things, okay? But, this is pretty simple to do, and this is kind of like my checklist for this particular offer. All right, so you guys have seen the entire process now. Let's go back to the example that we started off with. So that's the whole process, guys, okay? And, that's exactly how it works from A to Z. I sent out this email. It looks like I sent it out an hour ago, and I've had a couple signups already just from sending out this email. So I'm showing you guys this is what you need to do on a daily basis is communicate with your list and show them what we just talked about. That you show them the proof, the progress, the results, the documentation, and you provide solutions, guys. Solutions to what? Solutions to people's money problems, guys. That's what I'm providing right here, a solution. Now, I didn't use the angle that this is a traffic source, this is a lead source. That's another angle that I can play with maps because it's a traffic exchange, okay? And like I said, we're going to talk about other examples of other emails. I'm going to show you guys other examples because this topic is so incredibly important. If you're not on my list, get on my list, guys, okay? You can go over to googlemillionaire.com, okay? And you can get on my list. You'll start getting my emails, and you can start studying my emails. You can use my emails. You can grab my emails and use them, guys, word for word. I don't care. Take my stuff out, put your stuff in, and you can use my emails and pass that information onto your list. Okay, that's how it works. Distribution. We talked about the distribution network in a previous video. You guys should have already watched that video. If not, go back and watch that video. Okay, and then another thing about this website, I'll just touch on this briefly. I don't want to talk about this too much. A lot of you guys are very advanced. You're bloggers, and you have your own sites. And what I do is, by inviting people, let's go back to the email. Let me show you guys something. At the bottom of my email, this is a call to action, and people can click on this. And if they do, they will go to this site. But also, I back up on this website what I say in the email. Because right here under Maps Results, let me click on that real quick. What I do is I record my daily progress, okay? So I'm recording what happens daily, okay? Every single day. It's all recorded right here on this particular website, and this backs up the email. It validates the email. Do you guys see that? That's also very powerful. So all you bloggers out there, you people, I got some advanced people, a lot of advanced people that know how to build websites and such. You can also do that. Like what I'm doing is, just put your website right there, and then, your website backs up your email and validates it. Okay. So that's just another powerful thing. And I used to teach this, guys, blog building and SEO. I'm an SEO expert, guys, and I'm I'm an expert at building these sites too. But I may teach this someday. I can't get to it anytime soon. There's no way. It would be very time consuming to teach this, and I will charge for this. I have to charge for this. I know how to do stuff. I'm an expert in SEO. Let's just leave it at that, guys. I'm very, very good at this stuff. But anyway, and this site's not even SEO'd. But I could easily make this thing come to the top of the search engines. But that's not the purpose of this site. But I may teach this eventually. Teach you guys how to build your own personal blog. This is not I don't consider this to be a personal blog. It's more of a BizOp blog where I have a place to put all my training videos and record and document my progress in the BizOp community. That's the purpose of this particular website, guys, to train and show results and show progress of the offers that I'm promoting online. That's the only purpose of this website. So, you know, it's not a personal blog, so to say. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. But anyway, it backs up and validates my email. Okay, this training was a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but it's incredibly important, guys. And start doing this. Start engaging. Start communicating with your list. And try and communicate with your list once a day, guys, okay? If once a day is too much, if it's too much, okay, on a minimum, I want you to communicate with your list on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday, okay? 4 days a week at the minimum. I want you to start communicating with your list, and I want you to do what? The same thing that I'm doing, guys. I want you to do the same thing that I'm doing, okay? Real simple. Just to recap, we want to show proof, progress, results, documentation, and we want to provide solutions. All right, guys, take care. God bless everybody. See you in the next video.